Hello, my friends. Have you ever forgotten a name, struggled to find the right word, or searched everywhere for your glasses only to realize they were resting on your head? Dementia doesn't just appear suddenly when we grow old. It begins quietly in the brain, often decades before the first signs show. That's a little frightening, isn't it? But here's the good news. We are not powerless. I'm Masayuki, and welcome to Life in Harmony. For those who are new here, I'm 60 years old, and I'm grateful every day for the foods I eat that keep my skin youthful, my joints moving smoothly, and most importantly, my mind sharp. Now, there's no cure for dementia, and research shows that current treatments fail 99.6% of the time. That's why prevention is absolutely crucial. And prevention comes from our lifestyle, from what we eat, and from how we live. Today, I'll share 10 anti-aging brain-healthy foods that can form a powerful dementia prevention diet, plus practical lifestyle tips and foods to avoid dementia. Okay, so let's start with the basics. When we say dementia, we're not talking about one single disease. It's actually an umbrella term. Under it, you'll find Alzheimer's disease, which is the most common. Then there's vascular dementia, which often comes after small strokes. Parkinson's dementia, Lewy body dementia. Each has its own causes, but they share one thing. The brain is slowly losing its ability to work the way it used to. The early signs can be subtle, forgetting names, struggling to find words, or losing track of where you place things. Later, it can affect processing speed. You might feel slower when planning, solving problems, or even keeping up with conversations. Executive function, that higher-level manager in our brain that helps us organize life, begins to falter. And sadly, it doesn't stop there. Now, here's the sobering part. Age is the strongest risk factor. By the time someone reaches 85, about 1 in 3 will have some form of dementia. And projections suggest that in the future, it may be closer to 1 in 2. That's nearly half of us. It's not just memory, it's independence, relationships, and quality of life at stake. But here's the hope. Dementia doesn't happen overnight. The damage to the brain often starts years, sometimes decades before the first symptoms show up. That means prevention isn't just possible, it's essential. And this is where nutrition steps in. Think of your food as a daily medicine. Certain foods are what I call brain-healthy foods. They nourish neurons, reduce inflammation, and protect against the oxidative stress that makes brain cells age faster. In fact, research consistently shows that diets rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and plant compounds are linked to lower dementia risk. This is the heart of what we call a dementia prevention diet. But there's another side of the story too. Our modern environment isn't always kind to the brain. Heavy metals, pesticides, and poor quality processed foods can act like accelerants, pushing the brain toward faster decline. These toxins sneak into our food, water, and even the air we breathe, quietly damaging cells over time. So prevention has two parts: fueling the brain with the right foods and protecting it from harmful exposures. And in the next part, we'll look at some of the biggest environmental and toxin risks and how to guard ourselves against them. Now, my friends, let's talk about something we often overlook: environmental toxins. We usually think dementia is only about age or genetics. But the truth is, the world around us plays a huge role in how fast our brain ages. One of the biggest culprits? Heavy metals. Lead and arsenic, for example, are known to damage brain health. Lead exposure, even at low levels, interferes with brain signaling and can accelerate memory loss. Arsenic, often found in contaminated water or rice, builds up silently, weakening the nervous system. So, where do these metals come from? Sometimes from old paint in older houses, sometimes from water pipes that haven't been replaced. Rice can absorb arsenic from the soil, especially if it's grown in contaminated water, and seafood, if it comes from polluted waters, can also carry toxic heavy metals like mercury. Then there's glyphosate, a widely used pesticide. Studies have begun linking long-term exposure to increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. It's not something you'll see or taste, but it lingers in the food supply. Now, I know this all sounds worrying, but here's the empowering part. Small daily actions make a big difference. For example, filter your drinking water whenever possible. If you eat rice often, rinse it thoroughly and discard the first cooking water. That step can reduce arsenic by nearly 60%. When buying produce, wash it well, and when you can, choose organic for foods most exposed to pesticides. And let's not forget lifestyle choices. Heavily processed foods, high in additives and chemicals, put extra stress on the brain. Excess sugar spikes insulin and damages neurons. Too much alcohol literally shrinks brain volume over time, and fried oils, especially those reused in restaurants, produce compounds that accelerate aging in the brain. These are foods to avoid dementia. Think of it this way. If a food makes you feel sluggish, inflamed, or tired, it's probably doing the same to your brain cells. But here's the hopeful transition. Nature also gives us powerful tools. Just as toxins can harm the brain, certain foods can help detoxify, repair, and protect it. And in the next section, we'll explore 10 of the best anti-aging foods that may help prevent dementia, your brain's natural defense team. Top 10 Anti-Aging Foods. Foods to avoid dementia. 1. Kale and cruciferous vegetables. Let's start with one of my personal favorites, kale, and its cruciferous cousins like broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. These vegetables aren't just salad fillers, they are detox masters. They contain sulforaphane, a compound that activates the body's own detox enzymes, helping sweep out heavy metals like lead and arsenic that accelerate brain aging. Research shows cruciferous veggies can even support memory and slow cognitive decline. Think of them as internal cleaners for your neurons. The best foods to prevent dementia often work quietly, meal after meal, and kale is one of them. I recommend lightly steaming or stir-frying. Overcooking reduces nutrients. Add them to soups, smoothies, or side dishes. They are a foundation of any dementia prevention diet. 2. Garlic. Now, garlic's simple, humble, but a superstar for the brain. Garlic contains allicin, a sulfur-rich compound with powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. It also brings selenium, a mineral crucial for protecting neurons against oxidative stress. Studies suggest garlic supports liver detox, which indirectly keeps the brain healthier by reducing toxic buildup. But it doesn't stop there. Garlic strengthens immunity, helps fight infections, and improves circulation, bringing more oxygen and nutrients to the brain. To unlock its benefits, crush or chop garlic and let it rest for a few minutes before cooking. This allows allicin to fully form. Whether in stir-fries, soups, or even raw in dressings, garlic is a delicious ally in dementia prevention and overall anti-aging health. 3. Turmeric, curcumin. Next up is turmeric, the golden spice. Its active compound, curcumin, has been studied extensively for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Chronic inflammation is a key factor in neurodegeneration, and turmeric directly calms that fire. Some studies even suggest curcumin helps repair DNA damage caused by toxins like arsenic. It also supports gut health, and as many of you know, a healthy gut is deeply linked to brain health. Here's my tip. Curcumin isn't easily absorbed on its own. Pair turmeric with a pinch of black pepper and a little healthy fat, like olive oil, to boost absorption up to 20 times. Add it to curries, soups, or even golden milk tea. Truly, turmeric belongs in every dementia prevention diet. 4. Green tea. Now, let's pour ourselves a cup of green tea. This isn't just a soothing drink, it's medicine for the brain. Green tea is rich in catechins, especially EGCG, which act as antioxidants to protect neurons from oxidative stress. Research shows green tea can improve focus, calm the nervous system, and even stimulate neurogenesis, the growth of new brain cells. That's powerful for dementia prevention, since memory and learning rely on healthy new connections. And unlike coffee, green tea gives you gentle energy without the crash, making it one of the best foods to prevent dementia. My advice? Enjoy 2 to 3 cups daily, preferably between meals. Add a squeeze of lemon for extra absorption, and skip the sugar. 5. Blueberries. Blueberries, small, sweet, and truly mighty. These berries are loaded with anthocyanins, plant compounds that give them their deep blue color and protect the brain from oxidative stress and inflammation. Clinical studies show that regular blueberry consumption improves memory and slows age-related cognitive decline. They also protect DNA from damage, which is crucial because damaged DNA accelerates brain cell aging. Blueberries are not just brain-healthy foods. They are delicious and versatile. Add them to smoothies, oatmeal, or even salads. Fresh or frozen, both work well. This is a fruit I recommend daily, especially for anyone serious about building a dementia prevention diet. Think of them as natural brain protectors in every handful. 6. Black currants. If you think blueberries are powerful, wait until you hear about black currants. These dark berries contain even higher levels of anthocyanins, making them one of the richest foods for brain defense. Anthocyanins act like shields, protecting neurons from inflammation and oxidative stress, the very processes that drive dementia forward. Some studies suggest black currants enhance blood flow to the brain, improving focus and mental sharpness. They're less common than blueberries, but you can often find them as juice, dried fruit, or supplements. If you spot them fresh, grab them. They are among the best foods to prevent dementia. Add to smoothies, yogurt, or enjoy as a natural snack. Black currants prove that small fruits can deliver big brain protection. 7. Black raspberries. Next, let's not overlook black raspberries, another anthocyanin powerhouse. These berries are incredibly rich in antioxidants that protect DNA and support long-term brain cell defense. Research indicates black raspberries may even reduce oxidative damage in the brain more effectively than many other fruits. Their anti-aging properties extend beyond memory. They support cardiovascular health, which is tightly linked to brain health. After all, a healthy heart delivers oxygen-rich blood to your brain. Including them in a dementia prevention diet is both simple and enjoyable. You can find them frozen, powdered, or in jams. Sprinkle them on yogurt, blend into a smoothie, or snack by the handful. Each bite is a step toward preventing dementia and aging gracefully. 8. Elderberries. Elderberries may be small, but they carry centuries of medicinal history. Traditionally used for immune support, these berries are packed with anthocyanins up to 4 times more than wild blueberries. That makes them incredibly powerful for protecting brain cells against oxidative stress and aging. Their antiviral and anti-inflammatory properties also support overall health, because a strong immune system reduces chronic inflammation, which otherwise damages the brain. Elderberries are true brain-healthy foods, part of the best foods to prevent dementia. You'll most often find them as syrups, teas, or capsules. Just remember, raw elderberries should be cooked before eating, as that removes natural toxins. Adding them to your dementia prevention diet is a tasty way to protect both brain and body. 9. Omega-3, rich foods. Now let's talk about fats, the right kind of fats. Omega-3 rich foods like salmon, flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts are essential for brain function. Why? Because they build the myelin sheaths, the protective coating around neurons, allowing smooth and fast communication between brain cells. They also lower inflammation, a major factor in Alzheimer's and Parkinson's dementia. Research consistently shows that diets high in omega-3s improve memory and even slow brain shrinkage with age. These are non-negotiable in any dementia prevention diet. If you don't eat fish, plant-based sources like flax and walnuts still deliver powerful benefits. Aim for 2 servings of fatty fish weekly, or add a spoonful of ground flax to your morning oatmeal or smoothie. 10. Hydration and clean water. Finally, let's not forget something so simple yet so fundamental: water. Your brain is about 73% water, and even mild dehydration can cause memory problems, fatigue, and poor focus. Over time, dehydration accelerates brain aging and makes it harder to protect against dementia. But it's not just about drinking water, it's about clean water. Contaminated water with lead or arsenic can silently harm the brain, so make hydration part of your dementia prevention diet by choosing filtered, safe water whenever possible. Carry a reusable bottle, sip regularly throughout the day, and remember, thirst is already a late sign of dehydration. Keeping your brain cells bathed in clean, fresh water may be the simplest, most overlooked anti-aging habit. A dementia prevention diet works best when paired with daily habits that support long-term brain health. One of the simplest yet most powerful steps is cooking at home. By preparing meals yourself, you control the quality of ingredients, minimize processed foods, and focus on brain-healthy foods, berries, greens, whole grains, and omega-3 rich choices that form the backbone of the best foods to prevent dementia. Regular exercise is equally vital. Research shows that just 30 minutes of moderate activity, 5 times a week, can lower dementia risk by improving blood flow, reducing inflammation, and stimulating neurogenesis, the growth of new brain cells. Walking is one of the easiest options. Track your daily steps and aim for 10,000. Movement isn't only about fitness, it's about keeping neurons active and connected. 2. Invisible yet powerful pillars of brain health are sleep and stress management. Deep, restorative sleep clears amyloid plaques that are linked with Alzheimer's, while chronic stress floods the brain with cortisol, shrinking memory centers like the hippocampus. Daily habits, such as mindfulness, deep breathing, or even a short evening wind-down routine, make a measurable difference over time. Ultimately, dementia prevention isn't found in one superfood or one lifestyle tweak. It's the synergy of diet and daily habits. Cooking brain-healthy meals, moving your body, sleeping deeply, and managing stress together, these create the ultimate dementia prevention diet and lifestyle, protecting memory and vitality for decades to come. Dementia prevention begins long before the first symptoms appear. The 10 foods we explored, rich in antioxidants, omega-3s, and detoxifying compounds, are natural, affordable, and powerful allies for both brain and body. Yet diet is only part of the picture. Daily exercise, deep sleep, hydration, and avoiding harmful foods strengthen your defense against memory decline. I'm Masayuki. If you found value here, subscribe to Life in Harmony for more insights on anti-aging, brain-healthy foods, and dementia prevention. Together, let's eat well, age gracefully, and keep our minds sharp for the years ahead.